I don't know what's going on with my life. Before I die, I need to say it. I'm not the only one, apparently.
Oh,
Some are dead, for real. The people I know, some are dead.
I don't understand. Please come again.
Like the people I know that knows
that he dated.
That yes, that was bleeding too. Some are dead, for real.
Popular Instagram blogger Gist Lover released a list of Nollywood actors that Pastor Suleman has slept with. The list is actually much that I wonder if the pastor was doing it like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Ooh. But the apostle denied, but stated that the actresses listed on that list are members of his church. However, on top of the list is the controversial actress Halima Abubakar, who admitted sleeping with Suleman before entering Last Chance, spiritual journey that had kept her in bondage ever since. The second actress on the list is Kosi Ojako, who didn't deny the affair either. The third on the list is Iyabojo, who allegedly had a three-way affair with the pastor. Another actress that is fighting to get her name claimed is Queen Wokoye, who admitted of knowing the clergyman but denied of having an affair with him. The fifth actress is Shan George, who is currently battling an ailment that has been taking her in and outside of hospitals.
You saw the list that Gislova posted. There was a long list of people. Okay, so that list that you saw, do you think that there were some people that were missing from the list, or there were some people that were not supposed to be there or something?
Well, I wouldn't know except the ones he told me about. You know,
Okay.
that he name drops. If there is one thing he knows how to do, is name dropping. So when he drops that name, you're going to, bring a gossip that would come back to the person who he really wants to ask about. Like, no, there was one there that I saw. He told me she was his cousin. One thing you need to understand is I think Nollywood people think I'm the one who brought out the story. They didn't even know. Yeah, that's what they think. You understand? They don't know that the names were sent to me. You understand? And I just picked my own name because I know it's true and enough lies. I am going through something. And we've not arrived, at a very, I don't know what's going on with my life. Before I die, I need to say it. You understand? If the person involved is, nonchalant about my health. So that was why I replied. The rest of the people there, I don't know what he does with his past, So seeing my name there, while you have, these people to me, and made me not have friends in Nollywood, because of all the things you told me, it was shocking for me to see my name and so many people that.
So you didn't introduce any of your friends to him?
No, not in Nollywood.
You introduced your friends outside Nollywood to him?
Yes.
No, you didn't hear about the mother and daughter stuff?
Mother and daughter?
Yes.
No.
Okay, I want to ask you a question now because I obviously know you've been through a lot. I don't know how much pain you have been through, but I want to ask you a question. And like you said, you'll be as truthful as you can. Have you stopped bleeding?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. Oh God Almighty, that's a relief. Go ahead.
You said you were unconscious. Were you in coma?
Yes, I was in coma for like 3 weeks.
Wow.
Twice.
Do you have any relationship with Shan George? Was she in the picture at all?
Shan George is just unnecessarily busybody. A matured woman that has no, I don't know if she doesn't. I was on my own when she was insisting that I should come to Calabar and please be a guest for her governor coronation or something. So, and she knew I was not feeling fine. When we were going, she brought Suleman Johnson's issue and she just started talking about him. You understand? There was no connection between I and her and Johnson. She just brought the name up, which means there was a reason for her bringing it up, which eventually I still told Johnson. I sent him a message. I said, Shan George is saying this about you. And he told me she's a gossip. That anything she says, I should not believe her.
So that means while you were going through and trying to just, put up a strong front, she came and pretended to be like a friend.
A friend.
Still tried your best to
It was myself, Chacha AK. Chacha AK was there. Myself and Chacha AK.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember. Because I can see she's going through her own too.
Was Chacha among the names that Apostle mentioned?
I don't know, but I'm just telling you who was there. If I'm
okay, at that time.
I'm saying my story, and anybody's name can fly in.
Okay. So I also you were when you were talking about when you were unconscious, you mentioned that you only saw maybe just 3 people from.
No. Actually, Iyabojo came here the first time.
Okay.
It was still Iyabojo's story that Sean George was talking about, and the Johnson told me Iyabo was his cousin. So I know Iyabojo as his cousin. So if you can tell me Iyabojo is his cousin, how can your cousin be among these people? Anyway, I'm just trying to tell you, this is this, and anybody's name can enter. At that time, I was praying to God to, send somebody to me. I won't lie to you. So when he came, I thought, oh God, you're nice.
That means from what you're saying, apart from the first 500K, he probably sent you more money over time, according to what you're saying.
Of course, now we were dating. We started dating.
Okay.
Yes,
so he was
dated for 6 years.
Wow.
He didn't think I'll come and agree that yes, we dated, or yes, I was sick, or I had a spirit, or something. I don't think anybody, including my own family, didn't know that I was going to come out and say it.
Okay.
And agree to it. You understand? Because the idea is to protect this person. When I found out, I was buying him caps. I was buying it. Wow. I was getting him things to wear just for him to, disguise himself. Almost all the cap he's wearing, I bought all of them.
Wow. During the time that you were sick, he purposely stayed away. So
yes, I think no. But the funny thing is that initially he was still coming. He was sleeping with me even while I was. That's the dangerous part of it. And he was telling me he can't sleep with any other person. That's why. And that because it's me, he's okay with it. The whole thing caught me unaware, and I was naive. I did not really, and I wasn't a spiritual person. I didn't know if it was love. I didn't know what it was. But because he told me, I'm the only person and he can't do anything like this with another person while I was bleeding. Even at that time, when I'm on my regular period, he does that.
Wow.
You understand? So there is nothing up for him.
When you said, you made a statement, you said anytime you were with him, anytime you people had intercourse, you bled.
Yes.
Every time you are. Didn't that raise any red flag? Did you ask him any questions?
That's what I'm saying. That's when we started going out. I was dreaming of him sleeping with me.
Oh my.
So sometimes I don't know, I noticed a shadow. It would be like, I just saw someone. Even in Asaba when I went to shoot, Mr. Titi can hear me witness. I couldn't act. I couldn't read my lines. My director said I'm not giving him what he wants. And then they had to call him as the next person on my phone because I was almost running mad. Something was going on and my head was really banging like I was going to run mad. So they had to call him. They gave him 50 missed calls. He didn't pick with my phone. My mother had to give him 15 missed calls before he called. Then he now called the location. They now asked him to talk to me so that I can act because I came to act in Asaba. When I got there, something entered me. Since then till today, I don't want to visit there because, I don't know if, I just don't know. I called him and he just said, maybe I need rest. Sorry cannot come out of his mouth or what happened or, he's always not knowing and all that. So my mother had to, asked me to come to the village. I went to the village. We started going about acting, and all that. And he kept telling me that he was coming. That's the funny part of it. You get. So we kept waiting, and then I started taking English medicine to stop it. Because if I sit down, there is no way I will not flood that place with blood.
It was that bad. It was that bad.
I couldn't sit. If you go back to all the pictures I snapped on the red carpet, you will see me with bloated tummy, with skin cuts. Those periods were the period I was going through. I was going through it.
Did his wife know about you?
I don't know.
So she never made contact.
From what I'm saying and from what I'm saying and what I'm still saying, I'm not the only one apparently. Some are dead for real. The people I know, some are dead.
I don't understand. Please come again.
People I know that knows
that he dated.
That yes, that was bleeding too. She died. The other one had the spinal cord. She had an accident. She will leave. You know, they all came to me. The other one is a musician. She's late now. I want to face him in court if we are going to go, so that, you know, we can have a really nice
time to defend yourself. This person, this musician came to you and, you know, spoke to you about him.
He told me already that he told her we are dating, so she's going to come and act like my friend, which is the same thing Iyabo did. So, you know, my dear, this thing is deep.
Wow. So the other person is now on the wheelchair?
Yes. I have their interviews.
You have their interviews. Good. So I was going to ask something before you. So while you were at the location, please make me understand, you were constantly bleeding.
Yes, continuously, and I couldn't read my script.
That must have been because you lost too much blood.
Yes, so I couldn't say anything, and you know, it was just shameful. Something that you've been doing for years. Somebody will just come and destroy your life, and you're not the one calling him up and down. Somebody that, you know, shed tears to be with me.
He gave you a ring, so you guys were engaged or something?
He gave me a ring.
Proposed. He proposed?
Yes, and even a promised wristwatch. I have everything here.
So now I want to ask you, now we have a period of when he didn't come. Now we now have a period after the list came out. So now I want to pick from that time.
He sent somebody to track me and tell me if I do not debunk this, he will not talk to me again. Okay. And I sent him a message directly that, what do you mean you won't talk to me? Were you talking to me before? Because I've not heard from him since 2019.
Okay.
And suddenly, you understand, if you don't talk to me for that long, is it now? I didn't even care about all those things till one of the bloggers actually wanted to use me. She said, "Oh, this person was your ex, Abi, or you guys are still dating? I don't know, sir." She wanted to use her brain on me. So when she came, I'm like, "Why?" She said, "Because I just commented on Iyabo's page, and Iyabo has been the one saying so and so to Johnson about me." The lady said. So I'm not saying why would you say a thing like that for? Because she has been to my house, even though I knew there was small, even if he said she's his cousin, I'm not. Then she was coming close to me. You understand? I can't believe, you know, Iyabo is the so-called sister. She came to my house separately. Then I gave her a role in my movie. She gave me a role too, which I thought was a sisterly thing to do.
Was in your house? Was that the period? You said you just wanted to say your own part. You didn't want to bring other people. But now that you mentioned the statement, which was the statement they asked you to, you put up a statement. What statement was it that you were asked to delete?
I didn't delete it. No, okay, no, I just said beautiful. Yeah,
that's
just beautiful. That's all. I am always, you know, saying beautiful on her post. There was no maliciousness or anything.
So he asked you to delete that post?
No, a lady, I don't actually want to call her name. She did the write-up on this issue. You know, she came into my life with her own intent, because she's been doing that anyway. So she now said I should go and delete it. Now, I don't know my enemies. I don't know my friends. So I went back after hearing my dad had a stroke 2 years ago. So that's the time where I was chatting with Stella. And then I think I went to Ghana to receive an award, and she said, why didn't I tell her, you know, why don't I give her my gist? I said, because I know her, I'm not somebody to sway anymore like that. I wasn't interested in anything she wants to write about my career. And then she kept saying she didn't know I was ill, but made 30 posts about it. It's not necessary. So I now said, I should send the story, let him see. And I sent him, she sent him. I didn't know I sent her a chat instead of the blog post. So
so
that
means when you sent it to Apostle, Apostle Suleman told Stella. Stella now got she sent to me. And then Stella now said
he was there insulting me. An actress called me that do I know money? So he now thought he was talking about me, and the guy's name is Chioma Okoye. The Chioma Okoye now called anything. My dear, I was pregnant 3 times. Now told me she thought I had a baby because I had to. So she now said she wants to come back.
Wow.
She told me that's an innocent child. If there was a baby, is that how Stella would take that baby and give it to Johnson?
So this means that
what?
This means that all the while she was in contact with you,
He
somehow
was in contact with her.
Which is where I'm going, because all the while she was in contact with you, trying to get you. That means she was in contact with him as well.
Yes, she was sending people to my DM so that he was telling Stella to tell me to say.
Sorry that he's not dating Shoma.
Yes, that's his own problem.
So he was trying to mend that fence so that maybe you people could still get back together.
I don't know.
But in the interview, he said he wasn't going. He said he wouldn't have sent the money if not for Stella.
Yes, no. He said that while this argument, because they started saying blackmail something. That was the money I asked for. My dad asked for. Yes. I lost 3 people in my house. She said it's a bogus story. I don't understand. 3 people cannot die in somebody's house. I don't know what's bogus about it. What is bogus about it? If I say I need 100 million, she be somebody I know. I don't understand where blackmail from.
Now, did she give the money to you?
She did. She now said that she sent her a text direct to thank her. And I said thank you and thank him too. That's all. Since Stella is the woman that I'm supposed to text my history to. I didn't tell her anything about my sickness. I didn't even say anything. I didn't tell her a word.
And you didn't grant the interview?
No, I did not grant any interview to anybody. Okay, I did not. She just wrote that thing and inserted her own. And it's a PR now. She has to work. Stella is good at what she does. But she lies too much. That's one thing about Stella. She doesn't know where to stop.
Okay, so I want to bring your attention to something. I think the battery, maybe this lover's battery will soon go off. But if it goes off, I will come back live. You can join the live. But before that, in case it doesn't, okay, you said we should continue. So what I want to say now is that I want to say something. I want to say that from the whole, this scenario you just described, because I personally didn't even hear of all this, but from what you painted, could it even be that from inception, he asked her to stylishly come and meet you to see if
possible? There's nothing he cannot do. They asked me to debunk, which I said I'm not going to debunk. And they offered to give me money, which is why they started that 10 million naira there.
So who offered the money? Was it Stella or?
No, it was another lady called Blessing Ebusom. I have it on my phone. You understand? She said I should just do it and debunk and all that. You shouldn't be the one telling me this thing. Suleman, Johnson should be the one telling me. You understand? I don't understand all those messages. I'm in pain. You are telling me to debunk. Debunk what?
And now, the same